They're weak, I tell you. Kids these days just don't know how to sail like they did in the good old days. In my time, all the kids today, they call me Gojo. I don't even know what that means, but I'll tell you of my tale at sea and how I lost both these eyes. I'm no coward, you see. I sailed the seven seas for 40 years. And in my time, I had lots of tales. But one that sits above all the others is the tale of the whale who took both me eyes and me leg. This was about 20 years ago now. We were about to steal a bunch of rum from the British Navy. And me first mate, his name was Petey. Now, Petey was a good first mate. He always did what I asked. I didn't really do much on the ship other than just yell at people. But Petey, he came to me one day and he said, "Sir, there's a large thing on the starboard side of the boat." So I went out and investigated, and I'll tell you what I saw. It was a whale, a giant whale, probably the size of the ship itself. Not quite a white whale, not quite a blue one. I'd say it was a racially ambiguous whale. Now this whale, I could tell it wasn't no normal whale. I said, we can probably not mind it. It's probably just migrating. It is that season now, isn't it? And Petey said, yes, I agree. But later that day, as I was down in me third bottle of rum, the whale, still lingering near the boat, smacked into it. The whole ship shook. Planks broke towards the bottom of the boat, and water started flowing into our quarters. Now, our crew was pretty small, maybe 2 or 3 people. For a massive boat, it was about, it could probably have held 500, but I'm a minimalist, you see. I like my houses shaped like cubes. But the boat, it wasn't a cube. Now, as the boat began to flood with water, I had my second mate, Pouty. Pouty took some wooden buckets, you see, and he tried to empty the hole, but it was of no use. The Pouty drowned at the bottom of the sea after falling through the hole the whale made. But then the whale, he swam into the boat through the hole he made. I don't know how he did it, but he took about the whole quarters to himself. So I went down there with a spear, you see. And then the whale, he looked me in the eyes. He looked at me with his side eye, you see. And he put his flipper towards me, and he took his 2 fingers and jabbed me in the eye. He said, "Got your nose." From there on, I screamed. I was on the floor writhing in pain, you see. The whale taking me vision. I said, "Petey, come here." The whale poked me in the eye with his fingers. He said, "Sir, whales don't even have fingers." I said, "Well, this one fucking does. It must be a trait of a racially ambiguous whale. The white whale doesn't have fingers. The blue whale doesn't have fingers. But a mix, that's where the fingers came in. This is evolution. This is Darwinism at its finest, you see." So after he poked my eyes, I ran back upstairs, or using the railing, of course, because I couldn't see at this point, my face dripping in blood. And I said, "Petey, get me my harpoon. I'm going to kill this damn whale and take back our ship." And he did. He got me my harpoon. But it was too late. The whale had gone up the stairs and was now sitting on our deck. And our deck was also just floating on the surface of the water. The boat was very much about to sink, you see. And I pointed my harpoon at the whale and I shot. But then I realized I couldn't see, so I actually missed the whale. And it was at that point the whale did a 360 in the air and he sunk the whole ship. He sent planks flying everywhere and he took one of my legs with him. Luckily, my other one was just out of range of the blow, so it didn't take any damage at all. So now I was hopping around on a plank in the middle of the sea, the whale all around me. I called for Petey, "Petey!" And then I heard a sound in the distance as if someone were drowning. You see, Petey never knew how to swim. And I think I probably should have taught him, seeing as I was quite the swimmer myself in high school. But so I was now alone, one leg, no eyes, no vision, with my harpoon, and then the whale. Thoughts of whale filled in my head as I had nothing to view, and I thought, wait, how do whales see in front of them if their eyes are on the side? Echolocation. At that point, I decided I needed to learn echolocation and quick before the whale got me other leg and sent me to Davy Jones' locker. So I just started screaming at the top of me lungs. I'm not going to do it now because I might get a noise complaint and get kicked out of this real tavern that we're in here. So I scream, and the whale screams back. And I was like, wait, I don't even need echolocation. And then I took my harpoon and I pointed it right at the sound and I said, whale, racially ambiguous whale, you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? And I shot my harpoon and the scream got louder. The whale, I heard splashing all around me. Whoa! And I called out. He said, fuck you, whale. And then I heard a voice. It was Petey. He said, Captain, I'm floating on a plank. I'm actually fine. And I said, oh, thank God, Petey. Get me out of here. Did I hit the whale? And he said, yes, sir, you hit the whale. Me and Petey, I said, Petey, give me an oar. He got me an oar. We started rowing back to shore. I didn't know where I was running, but Petey, he had a good sense of direction, he did. And eventually we did reach the shore. After 3 days and 3 nights, we landed on the beach. My leg's still bleeding the fuck out, and my eyes still missing, but Petey, we arrive on the shore. But this wasn't no normal shore. We were in some country where we didn't speak the language, so we had to go another day and night without food as we kept traveling. And then we found one man who spoke English, although with a very heavy accent, and we asked for food and shelter and he gave it to us. We asked for the nearest hospital, he led us there, and that's where I finally recovered. Now all of you weak worms that are sailors today can't say anything until you faced a whale and lost everything. Now get out of me bar, or at least pay me some rum. That story got my throat quite parched. And I wish you luck out there, sailors. Lose an eye, lose a leg, break a leg,